Hey everyone, Carlton here with Minority Game Report, and just wanted to do a really quick little kind of rant video. I know that everybody's talking about the whole release that, or presentation, or quote unquote presentation, they didn't show much of the new Google Stadia gaming streaming service. Um, Honestly, I think it's kind of hilarious. The following is just going to be my personal opinion. Please take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I know everybody's going to some people are going to get butthurt over my opinion in the comments, but it's just my opinion. Get over it. It's not that deep. But in my opinion, really, I think this shit's kind of hilarious. Google, I think, is a little out of touch, honestly, by releasing a service like this and then claiming that it's going to be more powerful than both the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X combined. They're talking about like several teraflops of data being able to be streamed. Long story short, here's why I think this thing's going to completely fail, and Google's probably eventually going to abandon it, just like they do with some of their other products like Google Glass and stuff like that. Only like a small percentage of people, at least in North America, have access to high-speed internets. People in rural areas still use dial-up sometimes. I know myself, I still have problems with my internet, even though I'm paying for like a gigabyte, one Gbps of internet speed, and a lot of people can't get that much, and you know, only a handful of major cities have access to, you know, fiber speed internet and stuff that would be able to run those kind of, you know, games, that, you know, 4K 60 SPS types of games. I mean, the only thing I can really think of to compare it to is PlayStation Now, which streams mostly like older games like PS3, PS2, some PS4 games. But I've used that service, and there's still input lag on games like God of War and stuff like that. So I don't see how this can be feasible if you're just talking about a streaming service with nothing downloaded to anything. You know, you're just running it off to something like Apple TV or some other streaming device. I don't see how this could possibly work. Like only a handful of people are going to be able to play this thing. I think Google has lost their damn minds, honestly. And they also didn't show any games at the conference. They let a handful of journalists play Doom, which is a game from 2016, so not even a new game. And they weren't even playing it in 4K. They're playing it at 1080p. And the journalists, I know GameSpot and IGN, they reported having some input lag already on that game, and that's in a controlled environment. I believe they were running at around 20 Mbps at the conference. That's in a controlled environment, and they still couldn't cut down on the input lag. So I don't see how this is gonna work. I mean, this might work for, you know, if we're talking about less graphically intensive games, then maybe this could work for like the casual gamer. But if you're not storing any game data, you're not using an internal processor or anything like that, and you're just streaming it, and you're gonna have a bunch of people on the server streaming the game at the same time. I mean, Luke Cage, when the first season of that came out in 4K on Netflix, that shit crashed because so many people were streaming it. So I don't understand how Google can possibly think that this is realistic. Maybe like 10 years down the line, or if, you know, somehow everybody's able to get high-speed internet, maybe. But I don't see this having a market. I mean, even multiplayer games like Call of Duty and stuff, ones that actually are in a console or a PC that actually use processing data, They still have lag issues. They're still not perfect. So if you're basing a whole system around that, I think you're insane. But that's just my opinion. I'm very interested in hearing your guys's in the comments. I'm sure some of you, like I said, are going to shit on my opinion, but it's just my opinion. Just in my experience, I don't think this is realistic. And yeah, only thing else I can add is that good luck to Snapchat on your console. Anyway, very interesting last couple days in gaming with these weird ass announcements. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully should have a new video up for you soon, a new regular video up for you guys eventually. Thanks for watching. Keep it here. Until next time, peace.